Hey YouTube, it's Seth here, and today I'm coming to you with a new series. It's called How to Create the Ultimate Character. Now, in these, I will upload videos periodically showcasing how to farm characters all the way from 0 to 135. I'm going to keep this as an adventurer until I reach the level cap and decide possibly whether or not to upgrade it. Now, coming to this, we create a new character called Andlus Scythe. It's an inside joke. If you want to know more, you can visit chattango.com. Now, moving on to the gameplay, this two battles against the Death Knight, which is frankly underwhelming, and the Drakath under Dragon, which it's probably the most annoying battles I've come across in the entire game, and I have farmed a lot of characters. Trust me, they're not this annoying. Uh, First of all, it doesn't help that you're incredibly low leveled and you deal ridiculously low damage because you don't have a light spell. And Artix is of literally no use. No, Artix, I don't want you to heal me every now and then. I need you to kill the fucking dragon. Now coming to the character itself. I've selected a mage base for it because mage is the master race when it comes to lower levels, or technically all levels until level 140 or 150. That's when warriors start to become a bit decent because fully offensive armors, the boost starts stacking up, and that's the only time where they actually come anywhere close to mages in terms of speed and damage. So yes, initially we're going to start off as a mage, and depending on the choices we make in this series, um, where this character progresses is going to depend completely on you. At the end of each segment, at the end of each episode, I'm going to ask you, the comment section, to decide certain things. That could be the character's build, or the inventory and all the items that I'm going to use. So be sure to interact and give your opinions. Now, as you can see on the screen, we've got a sort of look at all the Guardian upgrades, which frankly look pretty decent. And first things first, once you get to a decent enough level, you need to start training your stat points. So, in case as we're starting off as a mage, we're going to first max out our intellect stat, sorry, and get it to about 100, and then focus on luck and then probably dexterity. This is because dex doesn't play as big a role at lower levels compared to higher ones, and lucky strikes are that much more helpful when it comes to farming. So with that being said, we're going to farm a few monsters, get a bit of XP, level up. Until you hit level 5, you need to just battle random monsters using the battle monsters button. That's because most of the quests aren't really open to you at this point, so I don't really see any point trying any difficult quests or anything of that sort. Even the Chimeran quest opens only at level 11. So once you reach level 105, you need to fight Drakath, who is a it's pretty easy, and you can see from the battles where to find him, and it just takes light spell and he goes down pretty quickly. Now, one of the major points I need to talk is you need to farm Ballyhoo every day. She gives you XP, gold, and sometimes Z tokens, which is really helpful at times, and it can, especially if you're farming and you need all the money you can get at higher levels. It's not so much at lower levels where it counts, but at higher levels the costs of equipment just stagnate. They rise up exponentially, and that's an issue in case you've been spending a lot because you have to train your build and all of that. Now coming to now once as sorry, I've sort of skipped through all the battles and I've just leveled all the way up to 23, and now I'm training my luck to the last stat, and now we're going to get the most important piece of equipment in this series. And for mages or hybrids or anyone that uses MP, it's the destruction burst spell. It's fairly simple to get. It's a small quest in Dragonspine. You have to go to the last page in diamonds and explosions. Yeah, 6 monsters, and the only problem is the last monster. That's the boss. Is slightly difficult, so you might have an issue. But otherwise, it's a fairly straightforward quest, and the payoff is amazing. Not much else to do. You just need to beat the monsters. One is a werewolf, two, three dragons maybe, and finally you need to battle the monster who attacks with fire and darkness at the same time. So that can be an issue in case you're not well prepared. Um, and yeah, I think most of you have seen all the videos most of us YouTubers have uploaded in the past couple of years about the insane power of um, destruction burst as a spell. So yeah, it's definitely worth going. And in case you're an adventurer, you can sometime in the future, near future, you can use the upgrade system from the manage account to upgrade all your items like destruction burst spell without having to do the quest. You just have to pay the money. It's fairly simple, and right now it's only open to guardians, but when the new ward system comes out, it's going to apply to adventurers as well. Now that we've almost done with the quest, I'm actually quite sad that we didn't have more of these, because it was an interesting quest line. It's related to war and the destroyer, which is frankly one of the best in AQ. Now moving on, you all have for this episode, you have to decide whether or not this character is going to be a pure mage, or whether it's going to branch out as a fully offensive beast mage, a fully defensive beast mage. Okay, that's all for this episode, and I will see you all next time. Cheers.